are going to solve this problem solving question, which is based on the concept of absolute values and inequalities. It is a medium to hard difficulty level question. A lot of people have had problems with it. So let's solve it together. As always, if you find this video helpful, please do not forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos. This is a very good question. So let's get started. First, understand the question. So we are given two conditions. One is a relationship between R and S, where 3R is less than or equal to 4S plus 5, and another condition where modulus of S, the absolute value of S, is less than or equal to 5. So let's take first this equation. Since the question asks us about the value of R, let's try to express this equation in terms of R only. So we get R is less than or equal to 4S plus 5 divided by 3. Since even though it is an inequality, 3 is a positive number, so we can divide the whole equation by 3. Let's try to understand it a little bit. R is given to be less than this quantity S. Now, what if we have something like maximum value of X? How would that impact my R? The maximum value of R will correspond to whatever the maximum value of S is in such a way that 4S max plus 5 divided by 3. That will be the maximum value of R. Is there a minimum value of R? Not really, because as you can see, R is just less than this particular value. It can be anywhere all the way to minus infinity, since it is not given what R's minimum value is. There would be a minimum value of S also. However, S will be somewhere on the left. It is not bounded by minimum value of S. R is only bounded by the maximum value. I hope this is clear. So let's talk about what would be the minimum or maximum values of X of S. The absolute value of S is given to be less than or equal to 5. So if I draw the number line, from the basics of absolute value, we know that modulus of S represents the distance between 0 and S. So let's mark 0 here. And what we have is, if the distance between 0 and S is 5, then I have 5 and minus 5 as my possibilities. And what is given is the distance between 0 and S is less than this. So S is somewhere here. So this becomes S minimum and this becomes S maximum. So now let's calculate 4S plus 5 divided by 3 for both minimum and maximum. So this will become, so as we said, the minimum value of S does not bound R, because R can be anything in the infinity less than whatever the value of S is. So because 4S plus 5 divided by 3 is minus 5, R can be anywhere here. However, if S is a little bit more, R could be anywhere from S up to minus infinity. It is, however, bounded by the maximum value of S, because R cannot be beyond 4S max plus 5 divided by 3. So R cannot lie beyond this 8 and 1/3 that we just calculated. This cannot be R. This is our understanding based on the problem we have seen. Now let's look at the answer choices. Could minus 20 be the value of R? Absolutely, it could be, depending on where the S is. We have seen the minimum value of S is minus 5, but we said R is less than or equal to that value. So it could be any value all the way to minus infinity. So minus 20 is certainly a possibility. Similarly, minus 5, based on this. Is 0 a possibility? Absolute maximum value for R is 8 and 1/3. So 0 is definitely a possibility. R could lie anywhere less than 8 and 1/3. Similarly, 5 is a possibility, because again, the maximum possible value of R is 8 1/3. So that means 5 is a possibility. However, 20 is not. We have said that this is the maximum possible value of R. R cannot go beyond 8 and 1/3. So this is not a possible value. Hence, the answer to this question is E, because R is bound by 8 and 1/3. I hope this video was helpful. If you are not familiar with the basics of absolute value, please look up my absolute value video. Thank you.